Oh, well. Zoom all the way out. So, after only a few minutes, quite literally, I did not use the new amp. I'm not even going to talk about that yet because I haven't used it. Still using the Denon. I evaluated the two bookshelves, the Sonus Faber Lumina 2s at like almost $1,900 a pair Canadian, and the Kanto YU Passives, I think the 5s or the 6s, whatever they want to call them, they're a 5 1/4. These drivers both measure about the same. The Kantos are much smaller cabinet, much lighter weight in cabinet. So the most obvious thing to get out of the way is the Sonus Fabers have a much better tweeter and clarity overall. Their larger cabinet gives them more bass. The paper woofer and the mid-range quality is better than the Kantos, so there you go. The Luminas are better than the Kantos by about 15 to 20% better. Now, the cost of the difference is $350 a pair and like $1,900 a pair. So clearly you could get like a home theater system of the Kantos for the cost of one pair of Luminas. So now the question is, am I going to be satisfied using these for computer use like I'm using these for just computer use at 80% of the quality? I think if I didn't have them side by side, I would not know the difference. That's the one thing I'm going to say for sure. I would have to hear them side by side before I could really tell what was doing what. And speakers, A-Bing them back and forth is really difficult like this because I have to swap them and then there's a delay in time. And anyways, given all of that, I noticed that they're not as clear. Tweeter quality is not as great. Could be the crossover technology is not that great. Obviously, the cost is going somewhere. The cabinet size definitely affects the bass output. The build quality is not the same. You can see right there. Right there, there's like this little edge around the woofer that's not that good. I found glue still stuck to the cone on the other speaker, but the Lumina showed up with a little bit of problems of their own, so can't fault anybody for QC there. Yes, but the Luminas definitely have more top-end clarity. They have more mid-range clarity. Their bass extends a little bit deeper, more full. In the same position, in the same room, on the same amp, using the same songs, listening position stayed the same. Given all of those as close to similar references, yeah, the Luminas definitely have it in the high frequency. Now, could I EQ the Kantos up the way that I have done for all of my monolith speakers? These are tuned up as well because they also don't have the high frequency like these. So these and these would be closer, but this is a 6.5, this is a 5 1/4, and the cabinet size is like completely different. So for these at a 6.5-inch size larger cabinet versus these at almost the same price, a little bit more for the 6.5s. I don't know. These look better than these. I'll give it that. This is a way cleaner look. This is okay, but I don't like the way that the box is, two-toned, and could have done better there as far as I'm concerned. I don't know. That's a hard call. I mean, the money is obviously important and valuable in other places. So do I sell them and keep these and then get something different or better? And then I have to repair this one. And I've got this replacement amp here. So essentially, the 2-channel room is going to be this room, which all of this stuff needs to come out. And then I'm going to put 2 speakers in here. Then all of the theater stuff moves to another room, which includes 2 channels, which is what this amp is for, and these speakers are for. This is for my computer. These are essentially going to be my 2-channel system in this room. Different stands. I need to change everything up. But I don't necessarily need to keep these. I can sell them or upgrade them or work towards getting something a little bit different. I definitely wanted towers in here instead of bookshelves. That's the first thing that was on my mind. So I have an idea, but we'll have to see what happens. But anyways, yeah, that's the evaluation was pretty short and sweet. I didn't have to listen very long to find out that, yeah, the Luminas sound better in my opinion. They provide extra high frequency range, the clarity that I like. I've gotten used to hearing them side by side. It's obvious. But like I said, if I never heard these and these were just all that I was getting, these are amazing for that little cost. So for the pair of them, you get this pair of speakers plus an amplifier. Black Friday sales come around, you could easily get them for under like $600, $500. Really, really awesome. This is USB signal, so you can plug directly in from your computer straight out to the speakers. Does have Bluetooth, no Wi-Fi. Does have RCA in, XLR in, which is kind of cool. But the USB is what I'm gonna want to do. I don't know what the DAC is in here. I don't know what the chipset is to actually produce that. But I'm looking forward to testing it out. Now that's what I got to do is plug this in and then see how this sounds versus this one. I imagine this is gonna sound better, even though it's like 12 years old, because this is like an Infineon Class D type of chip, where this is a Class A/B full receiver. I think there's going to be some roundness to this sound and some sharpness to this sound, so we'll have to see. But anyways, I wanted to just pop in, say hello. That's my demo. It's basically all I got. It's been interesting, but I don't think I'm quite ready yet to get rid of the Sonus Fabers. They didn't win me over. Kanto tried. You did a really, really good job, but they're not winners. They're not at the same level. Not quite. So we'll have to see. But I might change them still. It depends. I have a plan. I have other speakers that I have in mind that might replace these for my 2-channel. These are fine for a computer. Just casual everyday listening, totally fine. These ones, a little bit more spice, a little bit more audiophile. These are good enough, if not better, for the everyday listener than I've ever heard. But these ones are special. So that's my take. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the little talking review from my room. It's a little bit different from listening to stuff at Capital Audio Fest and Toronto Audio Fest. I know, but I can't always use copywritten material because otherwise I might get in trouble. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully they don't catch that Prince song in the background. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Take it easy.